Hey, hello, my name is Gabby. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm coming at you with a very exciting announcement because me and Olivia decided that we are going to be hosting a spring themed Halloween readathon, and it's gonna be called Spring Fling-O-Ween. And so if you didn't know, me and my friend Olivia, we host these readathons that are Halloween inspired. We host Summerween, Winterween. Most recently we did Camp Weekendween around Halloween time, and now we're bringing it to spring because we've had so many requests from both of our subscribers to bring one of these readathons into spring, and so we heard you loud and clear, and I think Spring Fling-O-Ween is gonna be the perfect way to bring Halloween into the springtime. And so when will this readathon be happening? So this readathon is going to be happening from April 27th through the 30th. It's going to be like a cute little like half week long readathon, which I think is actually going to be perfect because we have done, you know, like our Summerween and Winterweens are usually week long readathons, and then the Camp Weekendween was just a weekend long readathon, but I like the idea of kind of like a half week readathon because then it does give people the option, like if you would like to extend it into a full week, you can. If you want to do just like the weekend bit, you can. But the reason why we chose the dates April 27th through the 30th is because April 30th is half Halloween. So as of that day, it's literally halfway through the year until we reach Halloween again. So we thought April 30th would be a cool day for the readathon to end on. And on that day, April 30th, me and Olivia thought it would be fun to do some like reading sprints together on our Patreons. So we're planning to do that on that day because it's half Halloween and just have like a whole celebration. But yeah, so it's gonna be like a Wednesday through Saturday readathon. You can extend on those days if you want, but those are gonna be the official days that we're doing the readathon. We do have prompts and we do have merch for this readathon. So what are the reading prompts? We decided to do only 3 different prompts for this readathon just because it is such a short readathon, and we know that you guys like being able to, you know, check off the different prompts as we all do. And so we thought it would be fun to just have 3, that way it's not like too intimidating of a list of prompts to check off. But I'm really excited about these prompts, and I think they're so cute and perfect for this like spring kind of vibe, because the first prompt is going to be to read a book with pink or yellow on the cover, because personally when I think of spring, I think of like pinks and yellows and like the pastels, you know? And if you're thinking to yourself, what kind of books can you make fit into this color palette, you would actually be surprised how many thriller and horror books have pink or yellow on the cover, or even both. I thought I would give you some quick examples of some books that I've read that could fit this, like for example, Finlay Donovan, it's very pink. We have The Hunting Wives has some pink on there. Even Tender as the Flesh has some pink on there. We have The Night Swim with the yellow, and then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell has both pink and yellow. Razorblade Tears is very pink. This was one of my favorite thrillers of last year. And then Not a Happy Family by Sherry Lapina has pink and yellow. This is just the most spring looking cover ever. Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins, which also has a lot of pink and yellow, like this would double check that box. Brightlands also does have a little bit of yellow down here. Big Little Lies has some pink on the cover. Even False Witness by Karen Slaughter, if you're looking to really, you know, go dark with this readathon, you can read some Karen Slaughter. Local Woman Missing has this gorgeous pink all over the cover. And then also My Best Friend's Exorcism has some pink and yellow. Bunny, you know, Bunny is very pink. I feel like all versions of this book cover that I've seen have pink or yellow on it, so like you're good. And Bunny I feel like is also perfect because bunnies remind me of spring a lot for some reason. And also I thought I would show you a couple of books that I have not read that I'm considering to read for this readathon. Like House of Hollow definitely has some like light pinks and yellows on this one. There's Sawkill Girls that has this bold yellow. There's Little Lovely Things that has pink and yellow. And then there's Severance. There's The Night We Burned. And then there's Mirrorland. Beneath the Stairs has this yellow. An Honest Lie by Taryn Fisher has this pink on the bottom. And I believe this book is actually coming out the week of this readathon. Walhalla by Nikki May. This one is pink. I don't think the final version of the cover looks this pink, but this one's pink. Also, random side note, but if you are participating in my book club pick for the month of April, which is going to be 9 Lives by Peter Swanson, then you could also read this one for yellow or pink on the cover because the text is yellow. So, you know, it's all good. It's got it covered. It's the perfect way to be able to participate in the book troupe while also participating in Spring Fling-O-Ween, you know, just an idea. And so yeah, those are just some options if you're thinking like, I don't know what to read for this. There are so many thrillers and horror books that have pink or yellow on the cover, but even still, like, you can read whatever you want for this category. You know, it doesn't have to be thriller or horror specifically. The second prompt is going to be to read a backlist thriller or horror book. And I think this one's really great because a lot of times too, when I think of spring, I think of like spring cleaning and like getting things done that you've been meaning to do for a long time. And so I like the idea of, you know, like reading a backlist thriller or horror book that's been sitting on your shelves for a while and that you've been meaning to get to for a long time. This will be the perfect opportunity for you to read a thriller or horror book that you've been wanting to read for a while. And then the third prompt for this readathon is going to be to make a fall themed drink or pastry to bring the Halloween into spring. And so, you know, usually spring for me personally is the time of year where I'm starting to miss fall the most because it's like the farthest from fall, if that makes sense. Like we have a whole 6 months again before it's fall, because in the winter time it's like, okay, it was just fall, and then in the summertime it's like, okay, fall's coming up soon, but in the springtime it's like fall is just so far away. So we thought it'd be fun to, you know, bring some of that fall energy into spring. So you can make like a pumpkin spice latte, you can make pumpkin loaf bread, you can make any kind of fall, you know, pastries or drinks that you typically enjoy. You can just make it in the spring for this cute little readathon, you know? So yeah, those are the 3 prompts. I hope you have fun with those. I think they're really like cool, unique kind of prompts for this readathon. And then lastly, the thing that I'm the most excited about with this readathon is that we have merch! And this merch isn't just any merch, you know, this merch is special, it's unique, it's different because it's designed by my sister. She drew this drawing for us, she customized it, she made it beautiful, and now our merch is gonna have her design on it. Like, how freaking cool is that? I think going forward with these readathons, Rachel is actually going to be helping us design the merch because she's such a great artist and she's so talented, and I'm just so excited to show you. So I'll pop it on the screen here. This is what the merch is going to look like. The little Scream mask with the little flower crown. So Olivia actually came up with the idea when we were originally discussing merch ideas for this to do like the little Scream ghost face with the flower crown on it, and I was like, I'm obsessed with that idea. So I told Rachel about it, and then Rachel drew this incredible merch, and it's just so freaking cute, and I'm obsessed. I love the way the cheeks are just like up a little bit. It's just the cutest thing. And so yeah, we're gonna have these shirts available in 3 colors. It's gonna be ice blue, banana cream, and regular cream. And we chose these colors specifically because it looks the best with the design, but also because these colors are kind of like, you know, lighter pastel kind of colors that fit the spring vibe. And then we are offering the long sleeves in the light blue, and that's the only color that we're offering them in because that's the only color that has a lot of sizes in stock right now, but also because the color options are limited on the long sleeves and on like the crew necks. So it was the only color that this design really looked good on, and we did want to stick to the more like pastel, lighter colors for the spring readathon. Unfortunately, we couldn't do any crew necks for this one because all the crew neck colors just didn't look exactly right, or they weren't offering the like lighter pastel colors that we wanted on a crew neck. But I also figured, you know, this is springtime, so maybe it'll be nicer anyways to have just like the tees or like, you know, the long sleeves for this one. But yeah, and then just a reminder for how Bonfire works. If you order the merch now, this first batch of merch is gonna end on March 4th, which will give you exactly a week from the time that this video is posted to order your merch before March 4th. And that way, after all the orders come in before March 4th, they end that batch and then they print that batch all at one time and ship them out. And that's why we wanted to announce this readathon as early as possible, because those orders that come in before March 4th will start shipping towards the end of March. So that's why we wanted you to be able to get your merch in time for this readathon. And even if you did want to order the merch but you aren't able to before March 4th, you can still order it after March 4th, but it'll be a part of the next campaign, which will probably last like 2 to 3 weeks. And then once that campaign comes to an end, that's when those orders will start shipping. So the second batch won't ship until like mid-April potentially. So that's why if you do want to get the merch in time for the readathon, I highly encourage you to order merch before March 4th. That is the plan. That is all the information you need for spring Fling-O-Ween. I'm so freaking excited. I feel like, you know, during this little mini readathon, I would love to do like maybe like a horror movie night over on my Patreon just to like tie it all in. So let me know if that's something that you would be down to do. And I'm just so excited for spring Fling-O-Ween. You know, I think it's gonna be so much fun. I'm excited to test out this, like the idea of like a half-week readathon. I think it'll be really cool. And I'm really really excited for the books I'm probably going to be reading. I mean, I will post my TBR in the month of April, like closer to the readathon, but I do think I'm going to plan to get to House of Hollow and An Honest Lie by Taryn Fisher, and also possibly Walhalla. Like, I might end up reading some of these before the readathon, but if I haven't read them by the readathon, then these will definitely be the ones that I'm going to prioritize. But yeah, let me know if you're planning to participate. Please let me know. I love to see any feedback from you guys. I know I just get so excited about these readathons. It's just gonna be so much fun. So let me know if you're planning to participate. Let me know what you plan to read. Also, don't forget to check out my co-host is Olivia Reads a Latte. I'll have her linked down below so you can check out her announcement video as well. And thank you so much for, you know, being a part of this. And I love these readathons so much. Like, they're genuinely one of my favorite aspects of YouTube. I just have so much fun hosting these readathons with Olivia, and I hope you're excited to join us. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye.